Now I'm sure you all know what these are. Yes, they are swans. And today's story is about swans. And also, and I just put him down, and his little, or her little baby I should say, but also a bell as well. Now, they are lovely birds to see. And would you believe they could be taught to say, please? Now, we all know that parrots and myna birds, and indeed some budgies, can mimic what they hear. But a swan being able to communicate, that really is unheard of. But in the town of Wells, there is a big cathedral. And it is one of the biggest and oldest cathedrals in England. It is over 900 years old. The bishop there is a very fortunate man, as he lives in a beautiful palace. Indeed, it is very special, as it is surrounded by a moat. Now, the palace was originally surrounded by a medieval deer park. When the walls were built, streams were diverted to form the moat as a reservoir. In the 1820s, the grounds within the walls were planted and laid out as gardens by Bishop George Law. And he created a reflecting pond near the springs. Parts of the buildings are still used as a residence by the very fortunate current bishop. However, much of the palace is now used for public functions and indeed as a tourist attraction. And this is where our beautiful swans come in. The mute swans on the moat have been trained to ring bells by pulling strings to beg for food. In effect, asking for food and saying please. The first swans were trained by one of the daughters of Bishop Heavy in the 1870s. 2 swans which were given to the bishop by Queen Elizabeth II in 2006. And these swans, would you believe, are still able to ring for lunch, fed to them by caretakers who live in the gatehouse. Because there, over the stream and over the moat, there is a bridge. And just at the side, there is a bell with a long rope attached to it. And here it is. Here is the swan, here is the bell, and here is the rope. Now the rope hangs down into the water where no one could reach it. No one, that is, except for the swans that swim happily up and down the moat. And it is the swans who ring the bell. And they ring the bell when they are hungry. They catch the rope in their beaks and give it a good strong pull. When the bell rings, the people know that the swans are hungry and bring food to feed them. So it is the swan's way of saying please. So it is very interesting to know that a wild bird like a swan can be taught in such a way to ask for food. And the tradition at Wells Cathedral has continued from the 1870s right up to the present day. So here we have the swans of Wells Cathedral in Somerset. Very clever birds indeed.